has been hired as your next head coach. Do you like this hire?
I love the hire. The reason being because it's JJ. And if you know anything about JJ, he's a competitor. He's one of those like super competitor, like Jordan competitor, like, you know, I could beat you to the door type of thing. Also, what I know about JJ is he's super prepared, meaning like for anything.
Yeah.
You know, he's like you know, rest in peace, like a Kobe Bryant. Like you could tell Kobe, I need you for a verse tonight. He's not gonna come in there and just, he's gonna, earlier, whenever he heard that and agreed to do it, most likely he's gonna hire the best rapper verse put together as he can do. And
did he do a verse?
No, he did not. But I put it like I can imagine if I told JJ, I need a verse. That's what he's gonna do. He prepares like crazy. I think I heard like for his, just on the job he does as an analyst, he hired like people to get clips together and thing, and this is like a real thing. You know what I mean? Like, so anything he approaches it the proper way, the appropriate way. So I'm full trust in him.
Okay, so it doesn't concern you at all that he's never coached a dribble except for the 8- and 9-year-olds, right?
I think that's the best part about it, because one thing I know about JJ is he's mindful, and he's mindful of what we're saying. And he's mindful of the fact that everybody keeps saying that he has no coaching experience in the 4th grade and all that type of stuff. He's mindful of that. And so he's going to go there and, you know, there's certain people that you could put a chip on their shoulder and it doesn't matter. Anthony Davis, but, you know, but JJ...
Catch that?
Yeah, I did. I ain't going to comment on it. I'm going to leave it alone, man. I'm going to let Wayne keep getting that heat. I'm going to leave it alone.
But JJ is one of those people you don't need to be putting on, you know, he turned that chip into a mountain and he climbs it, so.
As I said before, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, and I told him he's just damning it with faint praise.
No, it's fine. It's not, because it has to materialize. We need to see it.
Okay, but he went from great to you're fine, right?
Because I have to see it, though, Skip. I can't, yes. Did he go to Duke? Yes. Does he talk and speak well on television? Yes. Does he have nice suits and nice hair? Does he look like a Pat Riley clone?
Y'all crazy.
Yes, all that's cool. But he has to transfer all of that onto the court as a coach, not a three-point shooter. He has to get the respect of the rest of the locker room, not just LeBron and AD. So I got to, Wayne, I got to sit back and just let it. I ain't saying no to it. I'm just saying this because, look, man, whatever they made the decision, when they made the decision to hire him, whether he was the #1 guy from day one or the 29th guy in the end, whatever that was, they had a track record of hiring a first-time general manager, Rob Pelinka. For the most part, it's worked out for the most part. It's worked out. Some people would say no. Some people would say, are you crazy? Some people would say, yeah, it has. We got a championship. He's made some in-season trades. We got to a Western Conference final. He has fired and hired several coaches and stuff like that. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens.
I say also don't ignore the fact that he's young, and the coach that just won is young. And also when Steve Kerr won, we were screaming about how young he was, and also, so the whole Pat Riley thing, I don't think we ain't trying to look like that.
Well, that's not what they said.
I know he didn't say it, they said it.
But that comp was always weird, right? It was weird because of the
They said it, though.
I get it, but it was weird because, I mean, people say all kinds of things when they're trying to sell you something, but it was weird because they don't have the same level of experience coming in. It was weird because they don't have that same commanding. I mean, Pat Riley is the godfather. JJ Redick is not going to walk into that, but it's a great point Wayne is making, because not only is JJ young, he is a new style coach, and the Lakers haven't had that recently. Exactly. He is a coach who, again, believes in analytics, believes in really studying tape and being like, okay, this is what's working. We're going to do this because this happened in this game, and this is we're going to rotate, and this is going to. He's very heavy on that stuff. So I think that approach is going to bring things out in the Lakers that they haven't had in the last couple of years. And it was interesting. JJ was asked not that long ago about how he would be as a coach, and I thought his own answer was really good. He said, I have the mindset to be open and adaptable, which I think is very important with this team, particularly, and the star power and everything they have. But he also said, I don't avoid confrontation, which is going to be key because, yes, he and LeBron like each other, but you have got to hold LeBron responsible. And LeBron, by the way, has played the best he's played. Ty Lue held LeBron responsible. Eric Spoelstra held LeBron responsible. So I don't think he'll be against that. I think he likes being coached. But JJ said he doesn't avoid confrontation. He's a good communicator. We already know that. We've all been on the other end of his communication when he's on TV. And the last thing he said, I look at coaching as a way to help. He said, when I was a player, the coaches who helped me were the coaches that I thought were the best coaches. And again, I think Anthony Davis has not quite yet reached his full potential. And if JJ Redick can help Anthony Davis be the player the Lakers will need him to be for the next 5 years, that is what makes him strong too. Now, again, it could all blow up in their faces because we don't know. He's never done this before.
No.
But I like a lot of the points you're making as a fan, Wayne, about, hey, these are the reasons to feel positive about it.
Also, watch who's the assistant coaches. I believe whatever JJ think that he can't do, he's going to make sure that he got the people in place that knows exactly what to do.
It's going to be important.
I say watch out for like people like Scott Brooks, Lil Wayne, Casey, people like that.
Okay, those are good. They're elder statesmen who... We didn't even discuss Rondo as a possible assistant. Anybody love it or not love it?
I heard Rondo's name as well, too.
Yeah.
Look, Rajon Rondo is kind of a carbon copy of JJ Redick. Incredible mind for the game.
Yeah, that's
no
true.
coaching experience.
None.
Rajon Rondo has been doing a podcast with me this past season, me and Boogie Cousins. That is not coaching experience.
Okay.
So I think that he'd be an amazing addition to the staff, very popular with LeBron and in the Lakers locker room. But he's not the one who's going to give you that experience that you're talking about. Yeah. He would just be someone else on the staff who is kind of like-minded to JJ.
Yeah, it's fine. That's all I can tell you. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see.
It's all just...
We're going to drop some yellow and purple confetti on you when we go undefeated.
No, but let's see what happens. Because we're talking about his IQ and his X's and O's and his analytics. Now, all of that is probably true, but you got to get them to buy into it.
That part.
You got to get them to buy into it. And if they ain't buying into it, it doesn't mean anything. It means absolutely nothing. It looks great on TV and the podcast. You know, all that looks really good. I've been around coaches that give you all that, Skip. They give you all that. But when the lights come on,
I hear you.
they forget.
Yeah.
They just forget.
Overwhelmed. Okay, even though your Lakers have finished better than seventh only one time in the last 9 years, seventh in the West, only one time in 9 years have you been that. You still believe the Lakers are the all-caps Lakers, and you still believe they're the all-caps Lakers.
Why you gotta talk like God?
You just spent an hour and 45 minutes talking about them.
Okay. That is true. Yet, what I still find surreal is that your team somehow wound up with a JJ Redick as head coach who's never coached a single dribble. I find that incomprehensible if you step away from it. And I'm not saying it won't work because I think nobody has any idea whether it'll work, right? But it's still incomprehensible that this team had no plan in place when it fired Darvin Ham. If they had announced JJ the next day, I'd say, boy, you guys were way ahead of this curve, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we went 7 weeks, and we went through a Dan Hurley flurry of what?
And
Dan Hurley?
Hold up, though. I heard somebody, when I heard that brought up, they was like, like it made JJ second. No, remember, JJ still was announced before Dan Hurley. So
and he got interviewed before Dan Hurley.
We had eyes on JJ way before Hurley. Like, we got who we
your
wanted.
eyes went off to...
We got who we wanted. We was looking at JJ and, you know, some kind of, oh, that's all right there. But
okay.
Now we back.
So what if Dan Hurley had said yes? Would you be okay with that?
Huh?
What if Dan Hurley had said
like, huh?
What if?
Hey.
Well, didn't Paul say, what Paul told you about that if stuff?
No,
Leave that alone.
but check this out, though, Wayne, you're right. Right? JJ was in the mix. His name was popping before Hurley's name started popping. But the fact that they took a look and they offered the keys to the car to Dan, hey, Dan, I want to marry you.
They offered the keys to the car in the house.
Yeah, and the house.
Yeah.
And there was no prenup.
No prenup. I was about to say none.
Here you go. I'm going to give you 70 racks. And if he'd have came back and said, give me 90, they probably would have. They probably would have gave him 90 if he countered them. But he didn't get into all of that. So that means that JJ, why are you laughing, man?
Because it's funny what happened to your Lakers.
You don't think it?
You look
silly. But you don't think the Lakers knew that Dan wasn't going to take that job?
No.
And they just did that to up the position to make the position look that much more for JJ.
Not a
The
chance.
opposite. I thought it was embarrassing.
Yes.
That they sort of chased after him,
man.
offered him this money, he turned them down, and all of a sudden they're back where they started with this long time.
Wayne, you know how they go, man.
Waiting.
I'm chasing her for a long time, and I look up and see her dancing with another dude. Come on.
Oh, what's up, kid? You good? Hey,
Yeah.
baby.
Hey, baby.
It don't feel good, man.
All right. So, can you see JJ Redick winning a championship with your Lakers?
Man, I see us winning the championship. Also, I see us being the hot, the team that all the players want to come to as well, because it's the way it's going. We got the young coach. I mean, JJ Redick is the coach. As